OBS. Is it still the same?
I hear you fine. Yeah.
There's no cutout of the mic or anything?
No.
And why would they have all these features that actually make it worse? You know. What's the time? Is it a good time to stream? No, it's half an hour too early. We can just start if you don't mind.
That's fine. Yeah.
Because I have questions.
Yeah, that's cool.
Is there a time that I don't have questions? I'm very clear. Okay, thank you. And I can hear you very well. You're on Discord, you're not on Skype, right? Yeah.
Right, I'm Discord, yeah.
Okay, game coming up. You made a ton of changes in like 20 minutes this morning. Okay, I'll get the sound down in a minute. Mission editor. Okay. So there's my little guy.
Okay, so...
And I can't get... Oh, look, there I got him. Every time before when I tried, I couldn't click on him. I clicked on the...
It uses a raycast, so whichever one it hits first, probably. So if you click specifically on it and get a good...
The angle is good from here. Maybe that's what does it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so my question was, since I can rotate this guy on bold, I can't just assume I can send stuff in the Z direction.
You want to know his orientation?
Yes.
The other way to do it is to put a child object in its definition, and that's your spawn point or your spawn pad, so to speak. It can have a visual or not. It doesn't have to have a model. And then you get its position, get unit OBJ position, and that will take care of telling you where it exists in world space, regardless of the unit's rotation.
Well, this little square thing, yeah, is supposed to be that.
Yeah. Let's go look at what you got.
You see, I have a platform.
Platform. Okay.
And this is the workshop.
Okay, click on that, edit that platform. Let's see what you got. Okay, you have him displaced 2 in the X. Well, you've got a scale. He's still at the origin of the unit. It looks like you scaled the unit. Like displace it, move it on the X direction, that X0 position, all the way on the left, right there. Change that to 1 or 2 so I can see what's going on. Okay.
Okay, let's move it on the Z.
So you've got this under a rotated parent, presumably. That's why the X is moving in the Z and the Z is moving in the X world coordinates. It's fine. That particular platform model, you're using platform 01. Set it back to 0 on the Z. Okay, and rotate your model back around. Oh, I see what you've got. Yeah, okay. So the left edge of that platform is where the origin is. I would put your model the way you want it visually, and then I would create another game object that doesn't have a model and position it exactly where you want where the thing the bomb to spawn. So make this look the way you want.
That looks about right to me.
Okay. All right. Now close this guy.
Oh, it was 0, 0, but it somehow looks...
It looks better that way. It's a little bigger, so that's fine. You have it. the unit's more centered around its origin this way. It's not It looks like you're about 2 and change, 2.5 or so in each direction. So add another. Um, yeah, click add and rename him to. And you don't have to put it under anything because that's going to make it harder to position spawn point.
Okay, so not under anything else. Okay.
Go ahead and give it a mesh temporarily so we can see it. Just the default cube or sphere, either one. No. You were good. No. Just yeah, right there, cube. Okay, and now go ahead. Why, even though you've got it parented under some stuff you don't need it, go ahead and move it in the X direction and the Z direction. Okay, so see, you've got it parented Z, moved it in the X. So hit close, and it can sit right underneath root. That's fine. So bump it left with the arrow. There you go. Okay, now go back and edit it again. It moved to 3 in the Z direction because that's where you had it. You're going to want it probably 0 and 2 in the X direction, maybe 3. Just sort of depends on how big your thing is. That's too far out. Yeah, you can kind of tell each of the little squares
Is that too far out?
Two or well, yeah, it just depends on how big the thing is you're going to spawn. Now the middle of that cube is the origin, so move it up in the Y by neighborhood 1. Now I assume that the unit that you're spawning that bomb, its origin is at its bottom, not in the middle of the sphere, but at the bottom of the sphere. I assume. If so, you probably want a Y of 1 or so. Now, so the bottom middle of your bomb that you're going to spawn is going to be off the pad. So you might even want to make that pad bigger, or you want to move your spawn point left. Just up to you. You can try this just to see how it looks.
Wait. I'm a little bit trying to figure out. You're telling me something, and I've lost track of it. My thought, what I understand, is that I'm trying to spawn this thing not on this platform, but just to the side of it.
Okay. All right.
Am I correct?
Okay. Yeah.
No. Is that what you were telling me, or were you telling me something else?
No. I'm just explaining. Depending on where you want it to spawn, the center of that cube is your spawn point. So move that cube wherever you want.
Okay.
The unit to spawn at. You can push it all the way off to the right if you want, or up in the air, just on the ground. If you want.
Okay. So I need. Okay, I get it. So the Y should go down a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that what I missed something, and you're trying to accommodate me, and I'm trying to understand what you were doing.
Yeah, all I'm saying is that cube represents where you're going to spawn your unit. You're just picking where it's going to spawn. So you just have to decide where you want that to be relative to your unit.
Well, it was sort of going to, I don't really care if it's like a little bit off the ground or something. I assume a unit will land on the ground or something. And if it's just bomb, the bombs float anyway.
It can. It just depends. It's going to be up to you in the script where you create it. And if you only use the X and Z and not the Y, then it doesn't matter where you put it on the Y because you're only going to use the X and Z coordinates in your script.
Okay, let me show you the script. Maybe that helps with this. This clarifies this.
Capital S spawn point is what you named it.
Oh, I should change that.
Fine.
No, you're right. So, the position. So it's just, it is whatever the platform was. I didn't really pay any attention to it.
What you got to do is change platform to spawn point in your script on line 13. Capital S spawn point. And I think that third parameter of true means world space, which is what you want. You want it relative to the world, not to the unit. So that's exactly what you want. So wherever you put that cube now, is where you will spawn your conversion bomb.
Okay.
So it's the center of that cube that matters.
Just, so I'm going to lift it a little bit up. Oof. I'm not doing so well with the decimal points here. And now it'll be right in front of the door, so to speak, and just a tiny touch off the ground. Why is this thing off the ground? Is that what the green is showing me?
Well, that's going to go away. It's not what it's showing you is the automatically calculated bounding rect.
Oh, so
cube, and it's because you have that there. Yeah, make the scale of your cube 0.1 in the XYZ. It's more of a point. The $$ vars graphs just asking. That's an input var. Using $2 just means that it won't show up in the settings editor. So it's just it's exactly the same as a $var. It's just won't show up for visual editing. It's just for convenience, so you can define variables together. Some of them can be edited visually in the editor by consumers of your CMod, and other ones are not editable.
So now there's an invisible spawn point.
Correct.
Okay, so I have that. And that fixes the whole thing.
That's it. Now you can rotate your unit. Yep, it will spawn at that location.
I need to compile the script.
Pilot, save your map, or however it is you're managing this guy.
I need to give it some more anti-creeper to build something. It's funny that it is connected, but it sends stuff to the...
Yeah, there's still a routing thing I'm going to look at for resource pods.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there you go. Spawned right where you told it to. So if you built another one that was rotated, for instance, it should work properly even while rotated.
I have to make more anti... These things are heavy on the anti-creeper. What's going to happen here? The second one will spawn right on top of the other one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm going to check... When I'm building a check that if it's occupied, it'll stop.
Now your click problem, you can address it by changing the bounding box on your factory, tighten it up to the main structure so that it doesn't occupy the pad. So there's basically a rectangular solid that surrounds every unit, and the bounding box.
Yes, this green one.
Well, it's different than that. It's that green one that you see when you're editing the unit, and it's basically a rectangular solid. It's a cube based on the width, height, and the extent of the. You can manually edit that, By default, it's automatically determined based on the composite encompassing volume of all of the parts of the unit. But you can manually change that so that it doesn't include the pad area, so that your spawn area for your bombs and the structure itself don't overlap.
It's okay. I think for now, let's. I think this is going to do the trick for me. I'll figure out the rest of it next time around.
Yep.
Save this toy. So now we go to. Let me check the time. It's still early. Cancel this. I saved this, didn't I? Can save again.
Your old mission should load now.
Okay, let me go see. I have no idea what it was. I wanted to see what it was. Oh my god.
It's a whole lot of urns. You can see on the mini map. Lots of urns.
Yes, what was it? What was it supposed to do? It had the crystal tower?
No, it's some sort of race, maybe, or to activate the totems.
It has the super capacitors on it as well. I wonder if it was.
You could change that theme if you want that, or that terrain level if it's a little bright for you. So. Theme. Just click the theme tab. And then just hit set. Let's see if that's the default. You might be on a weird. Okay, there you go. Yeah. That's level 1. Yeah.
That's done, right?
Yeah. It's fine. Not wrong with the default.
Okay, I have no idea. But anyway, so yeah, that works. It's not crashing it. I have no idea what this level was supposed to do. I wonder if the shields was just here to try and see if it would block the creeper.
Maybe, because it looks like you'd be able to get to them and get them.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. It wasn't.
Yeah.
But if I finalize it, I can just upload it and activate the totems from a map. So here we go, custom map stuff.
So it looks like priority is energy and greener refineries.
Do these things run on greener?
Yes.
Yes.
Need liftic. Those greener refineries take a while to build. I bet you the way you've got this balanced is you're not going to get it done in time, so you're going to have to fight the creeper back.
You know, I have so many super capacitors. Yeah, I think.
That's true. So just start building those refineries in a factory then, and
just get one of these guys.
You have so many urns, it needs to. There needs to be an option for auto install an urn in every unit.
I have no idea what this map was. The date doesn't show on the map, so I can't remember why I have this.
I think it was July of last year, so it's a year old. Because that's one of the things I looked at when I was figuring out what went wrong. It's a simple, classic problem. I had recently added objectives, and in the last build, I made it so that I could pull those objectives during what's called the preload, which is extracting them from a save game during an evaluation period, like when you're getting ready to upload it and stuff like that. So my mission preload assumed that the objectives existed, and of course they don't on maps that are a year old. And normally I check for that, and I must have just got lazy. Got to do it.
Shouldn't build these guys in there. Oh boy, what is this? 200.
100. plus crimson, right? I've got an old crystal tower there. I'm surprised they're still in the game, I guess.
I wish there was.
Your ultra caps are almost depleted, if not totally depleted. Yeah.
But I also have a lot of energy. I'm positive on energy. I hope this is a fast game, otherwise I'm going to put a workshop on here. I have to go back, I can't edit it anymore.
Right, you got to post, yeah, you got to post a score. You can throw urns in your portal across the board. You can select all. Can you select all and say urn? There you go. It's close enough, right?
Mass movement of urns. Okay. Sprayers would be very handy.
Interesting test of the urn order acquisition algorithm.
I always find ways to break your games.
They all requested urns in the exact same frame.
Here we go. They didn't take the urns, come on.
Okay, so green R is...
Wait, are they moving? Yes, they are going. There we go.
In production.
Oh, this wasn't working, by the way. Control A. Earn or want for all of them. No, maybe I misclicked. There it goes.
Yeah, I think you only selected one unit.
Here comes a little streak of red.
Right.
You know what I can do, what probably wasn't there last year this time? Rockets. I built an airfield too. Was it, you know, it's a pity you didn't have a log of when you did what.
Like for when rockets were added and stuff.
Yeah. And aircraft, you know, airfields and things.
Yeah. There you go, your totems. You're about to win.
Oh, that was a trick, right? There we go.
Yeah.
I didn't have to beat the guy. Okay, submit a score.
Now you can exit. There'll be an autosave if you want to come back. Now you can upload.
What do we call those maps at achievement map?
You might want to change your email address.
That's all right.
Okay.
I'm not going to change it, just achievement. Do I have to put the hash on the tag?
No. You can comma separate these or put them on separate lines. No hashtag necessary. Okay. What you looking for?
Seems I don't go to the forums a lot from here.
Yeah, there's the colonies. And there. Click on it and get a nice big thumbnail.
Tags are missing.
It can come through. I think they did in the game. Maybe they didn't make it into the PHP script.
Okay.
Click on the thumbnail while you're here. Make sure it's...
Oh, this is nice. Yes. Good for you.
All right.
Okay. That's nice.
I'll look at that tags thing. They're probably just
So now if I go to Colonies,
click on him. Still got to decide what to do about showing tags prior to download, but yeah, there they are. Achievement, quick win, and quick.
straight up is it? I don't remember putting this in. This is a good way to have gone there.
Right, that takes you to HTTPS.
Yeah, I checked that. That's working now. And
So you go ahead.
No, go ahead. You tell me.
I was going to say the tags you can click on. You can also click the little drop down next to the tags. So that's the only one with the quick tag. That little drop down there contains the top 25 of all tags used across all maps, sorted by frequency of use. They're all probably single use right now. So.
Oh, look, I did. Oh, no, how come this? Oh, it chose two of them. Okay.
Right, you got achievement and tight start selected. You can hit clear or select, and yeah, whatever. Press enter if you want to apply just that.
I was so glad that this map was there with the score. I don't want to do it again.
Oh, that one. Okay, that's why it's there, but it doesn't show anything completed. There's a score in the database, but you don't have it completed locally.
Wait. Oh, this.
Clear filters.
Well,
filter so we can see all the maps.
I've played this. Oh, this one has a score locally.
Yeah. That one does too for totems. You've done totems on 3 of them. Nullify on 1 of them. Nothing on Day of Infamy. But you were able to upload it because there must have been an entry in the database on the server.
Yes.
Yeah.
But why isn't it local? I don't understand.
Probably cleared the mission completion stats at some point. Probably reset it.
Okay.
That would most likely explanation.
Okay, well, maybe I should do the honest thing and play it again.
You can also thumbs up maps, and that'll show thumbs up counts. So
This is wrong.
what you looking at?
The save data, yeah. Look at the save data.
Yesterday. Click on a different map. Let's see if it looks correct.
Can I just click somewhere else now?
Yeah. It looks like it's showing, you know what's probably going on?
Okay.
Maybe they're not going into the Colonies directory. Maybe this is the most likely thing I screwed up is I didn't set what's called the category on these maps. So it's probably looking in the wrong spot on disk.
And it finds the same set of saves there.
Exactly. So those aren't the actual saves.
It's probably the saves for this map.
Well, they're probably, yeah. It's looking in one location. If you go to disk, you could probably even find them and erase between me looking at the code, you looking on disk. It could be one of the other sectors. Saves. Go to saves. It could be Span or Farsite or Mark V. It could be any one of those. Not that one. It wouldn't be called Story 0. Try Mark V.
It's hard to.
Farsite, maybe? Maybe it's.
No, we just looked at Farsite. That's Story 0.
Miss? They're going into the as in MISC. That No. Well, it could. Well, do this. Go under colonies. Maybe they are under colonies. They're just not subdivided. Maybe there's just colonies is flattened. So it's just one directory. 0. It's this, isn't it? Yeah, that's them. Okay. Yeah. I know what I have to do. It'll take me 20 minutes to fix, but knew I forgot something.
Okay.
Yeah, normally missions go underneath their category, and this is true here. And I did specify the category if they go under colonies. Trick is they don't all go under just colonies. They have to be divided up based on
Good.
their the GUID exactly. And there's a 0 there, but underneath 0 is supposed to be the actual GUID directory, the one that
You
starts with 0.
know, I was wondering if you could maybe have the map number or something instead of the GUID, because nobody knows the GUID of the map, but they can at least find the map number or something.
Maybe I'm gonna say maybe. The reason why is the map number is synthetic. It's assigned.
As assigned later, I understand that. But then
maybe,
otherwise, maybe the friendly name or something. But just not the GUID, because the GUID is a nightmare to find.
Yeah. Names can be duplicated, so I can't do that.
Yeah, that's true.
If thing works, an ID might work, maybe.
The map numbers are typically, I mean, I know that they're not, they will be there once because you're going to download it from the server. So you will have the map number.
Yeah, the trick is that every time that it's referenced, both for saving and loading, do I have the ID? And I think I might. It's only ever done.
Well, where are you downloading them to?
There's a colonies directory up.
So
Saves.
So for Creeper World 3, you did it that way. So you...
A couple directories.
Hang on, let me just think now. Where do we want to be?
You're good. Just
see, in Colonial Space,
yeah.
you had the maps,
Same thing, and they're spread out this way.
and you had them by the hundreds, and then within that, you had them just like this.
Yeah, that's the same. That same structure exists in 4. In Creeper World 4. These aren't the saves, though. These are the maps. This is the map cache and the thumbnail cache.
Well, the auto is auto-save, Virgil.
Yeah.
I don't usually save, so that's why you don't see the saves here, but this is where the save as well. I'm not particular about it. I don't care if you have the save in a different directory. My point is just...
Yeah, I'm wondering what I did in Creeper World 3 to keep them separated then. I guess I load that directory and then only show... Well, Creeper World 3 was slot-based, wasn't it? That's it. That's why. It was auto and then 1, 2, 3, 4. It had slots for saves. Am I remembering that right?
Yes.
It wasn't freeform where you could type anything. Particle Fleet came along and did it.
See, yeah, you can see, for instance... Oh, no, you can't see, for instance, because I still don't save.
Yeah, there's an 86-0 and an 86 auto.
Yes.
So yeah, that's how I kept it straight. I put them there, but they had -0123 or -auto.
Okay.
So that's how I was query for them. Starts with map ID, and then that's how I got the list. Particle Fleet did it a little different, because you can type in you can have any number of saves. But yeah, the same structure exists. The saves just don't sit directly in it. I just need to do the part before you get the part.
Yeah, and I don't really. If you can solve it, it's great. But as long as and the best solution would be if it doesn't have the really hard to figure out GUID in it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Awesome. So
you've got your regular filters at the top. They're live. Now you can look for objective state. You can sort, including by thumbs. So that's the only kind of rating there is now.
So what if I click on this?
Shows maps that have those objectives. They all happen to have totems. Only 3 of them do nullify.
Okay, I have no favorites yet.
There's a debate whether or not these objectives should be ORed or ANDed together. So when you check 2 of them, do you mean either? Or do you mean both?
It's a good question.
Right now it's or, not and. So having them all checked and having none of them checked are the same thing. None of them's a special case. If none of them are checked, I assume you mean to apply no filters.
So what is the survival map set up right now? Am I going to get the achievement for it, or what do I have to do?
And right now, until I rework this.
Okay, so you still haven't reworked it.
Right. That's a little bit for the only way to get that survival objective is to destroy your entire base. Destroy everything, let all the anti-creeper go away, and allow spores to come back and flood your main island. That's the only way you can get the survival objective. It's because I didn't put a survival time, which you would have exceeded at this point. So the only way to get it is to lose the bases, and I put the bases in 2 of them in completely safe areas.
Okay, so well, I can't seem to get this guy to go. There's no destroy on it.
It will take a very long time for you to get it because you'll have to.
I can
turn off connectivity from your lab to the main land so that no energy gets over there.
I was just going to destroy all the things that was on all the weapons.
You could select all towers and destroy them. That could do it.
Okay, that could work.
And pilots. Your nullifiers will go offline, and the enemy will awaken.
The boss has fired their last shot.
Yeah.
No, still firing.
Yeah, they're almost out though. And then that will spread, and it'll hit the breeder areas.
That'll go faster after that.
Yep.
It's going really fast.
Then spores will come.
If I have lots of things here, it'll come. They'll all come here. That's what I should. No, you don't select it. You're a good person. You don't make them target structures. But the things target structures. Don't they?
The blobs and stuff?
Yeah.
Do. Yeah. And if you don't shoot them down, they'll deposit a little bit of creeper if they don't hit anything. Yeah, the way I'm going to rework it, like I said, is I'm going to add a survival time, minimum time. And once you survive that amount of time, you'll get the objective, of course. And a progressive map where somebody's making a map just to see how long you can hold out. Let's say the survival time was set to 30 minutes. At 30 minutes, you'll get the objective, but you can still continue to see how far past 30 minutes you can get, so you can get the maximum time. Yeah, it's all coming back. All that hard work.
Here we go.
There's a little bit. There's a little bit. That one's gone. It may evaporate though before the other one gets there. Yeah. Of course, you don't hook up to it. Don't hook up to them, and they won't restore. I think that's how it is. There was like 5 versions of those pads I did, and so you don't want totems connected to the pad on your main island, or you don't want towers connected to that pad. Otherwise, they'll restore its health.
Is that what you call this thing, a pad?
Yeah, it's got several names. One internal, and actually, I've got them set to return on their own. It looks like no connectivity required. The one on the island just got flooded. It's gone forever.
What's the overflow value set at?
1/3 of max int divided by
2146, okay.
2146.
So 700.
Yeah.
That overflow value, now that you change it, would be nice to have it somewhere.
Oh, good. That's what you wanted to see right there. You want something that'll completely flood the island so you don't get evaporation. Yep, there you go. You got it. You just got the.
I did. It made no noise. It made nothing. It just, come on.
You got sound off.
Oh. Okay, I said rift jump. Where's? Oh no, you can't rift jump if you don't have.
You can't jump if you're not there to jump.
Come on. That's another thing you need to fix.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now if I go back, oh, you fixed that too. It was hanging there.
There you go. You got the objective. Yeah.
You beat me. You were faster than what I was.
I didn't do nullify though. I only did totem. I got the totem. I'm like, wow, this map was a lot longer and harder than I intended.
Okay, doesn't look like.
But too much.
Doesn't look like there's anybody wanting to know anything, and this seems to work as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to go and take that workshop and put it on that map with all the little islands.
Yeah, okay. So I've got those remaining 3 work items, and it looks like I need to add something to it, right? How about you can't jump if you're not on the map? Or you can't exit if you're not on the map.
Well, maybe if it's survival mode, when that guy leaves, that is a rift jump.
Yeah, there always has to be a manual trigger for it because there could be any combination of the.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so there was that. What else was there? Seems like there was something. There's the few remaining issues here, like
the saves, where the saves go.
Oh, yeah, that's the big one. Yeah. Saves go. That's the first on the list because that's the mission critical. Now, here on this, you can't see the tags until you've downloaded the map. We talked about pointing might do a pop-up. The data that you see now, and this is a compromise. It's always been a compromise, and it's compromised more in the server's favor this time around. The map overview data, that's the data that you can filter on because filters are done locally. So I want to keep that overview data as tight and small as possible. It consists of the title, the author, the tags, a single byte that encodes the objectives.
What's his number? Yeah, this is a map number.
The ID exactly, and the width and the height. So you got your title, author, width, height, objectives, ID, and tags. That's what gets sent from the server to the client per map. So the most expensive parts of that are optionally the title and the author if somebody uses a really large title, the tags if somebody puts a lot of tags. There's limits on all this, but times 5,000 maps, tags that end up being the most expensive part. Nonetheless, it's there. So any of that overview data that's present can be shown prior to downloading the map. Everything else requires you to actually download the map bytes in order to dig into it and figure out what's going on.
I think the problem with that is the tags part. If I want a map of a specific kind, I can't get it.
The closest you come to right now is the tags filter. It has the drop down. It's got the list that's compiled from the overview data, and over time that will populate with the top 25 that are.
Oh, okay. So you get that, so you can filter it that way. Okay.
Right. The question, of course, is 25 enough? Is it too many? Is that useful at all? To begin with, the first 100 maps, people aren't going to know what to put, right? They're going to put some of the tags that were common in Creeper World 3, maybe, but maybe some of those play types don't exist yet. Over time, over years, certain tags may start to evolve to represent certain things. But to begin with, people are going to put hard and short and long and boring and exciting, and they're going to put a whole bunch of descriptive words.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, a map author is not going to put boring in it.
He won't. That's right.
Probably
not.
But as a player, maybe I would like to say this map is boring.
Yeah, and that's back to that whole other discussion, the player managed.
Okay, fair enough. Let's not go there then.
Yeah, so the way it's implemented right now, it comes down to what does the author put and how does the author know what to put. And new authors and experienced authors are going to put descriptive words or nothing at all. And experienced authors, ones that are part of the community and been around a while, will know.
Okay.
Yeah,
here's one thought on that. Where you upload the map, maybe these won't upload because they're not really.
You completed them, but you didn't post scores.
Okay. What I'm wondering is if you could have a suggested tags thing, those 25 most common tags.
Yeah, see, and this gets to the point I was getting ready to make. Whether that's here or whether it's on the other page, a map author who decides to make his punk map, right, his junk map, his achievement map, is going to say, I'm going to put the top 5 tags as sorted on that list. Why would I not put the top 5 tags, even if they don't apply? Whatever they are, I'm going to put those 5 tags because that's going to get more attention for my map.
Right.
That's what I would do if I was 13 and thought it was funny.
Yes, of course you would do that. You're right.
So there's no win on this, right? No matter what I do, there's something that always pushes me back to. It requires some input from the community, from me, some monitoring, something. We can't have nice things because there's always the dark side. Right?
Yep, that's it. Which law of the internet is that? It's not Rule 34. Rule 34 is something else. But you're right.
Right. This is why we can't have nice things. This is always the line. Yeah. Yeah. So I still don't know about that. Now you could say that this problem already exists in Particle Fleet. People put hashtag whatever, and if people don't like you putting hashtag whatever, even if your map's okay, they're going to say, look, he put PAC on a map that is just a joke map, so report. And after reports come in, the map gets redacted and gets removed from the visible database, so it doesn't show up for queries.
That sounds fair enough. I think that part is fair enough.
That's the fail-safe. It basically means that tag abuse can result in map redaction.
Yeah. the way it is currently, the author makes the tags, and if he abuses them, it gets redacted. The problem is you can't get the community to supply a tag, and there's no real easy way to prevent abuse from the community side.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. As soon as you let the community supply tags, then all that army of 13-year-olds is now empowered to start supplying tags.
When you report a map, you could have like a basic list of a few reasons why the map is being reported, and one of them could be the misuse of tags.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that could work.
Yeah, right now there's just a required description field that's freeform, but I could put some suggestions in there, a little combo box. Why is this map being reported?
That could be it would tighten up somewhat on the back end to redacting the maps. Because then you could have like content or, achievement or no play,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or tags or a few of the common reasons, and then other or none of the above sort of thing.
Makes it a little easier on the person doing the reporting.
Yes, I don't have to guess as much as what would trigger.
Mm-hmm.
But it means you have to do more work on that reporting thing, and that's right. I'll go and have a look at that for a second.
Yeah, you can redact one or report one.
I'll go and redact one of mine.
It doesn't matter. You can report it, then I can clear the report, and it's not going to auto redact until numerous ones come through.
Well, this one isn't really a good map anyway.
So this is basically exactly the same as the particle fleet report page, same text and everything. That's it. That's now in the database.
Yeah, but again, this is where I'm thinking that you should take the map out of this player's.
For that user.
Yes.
Yeah, like we mentioned yesterday, auto hide it. It's the equivalent of you now clicking hidden right above report map. That. You hit clear. You've got achievement.
Yeah. Just do something so that the map that offended a person is not visible to that person.
Right. Yeah.
So is that on your list of things? Check your list.
It is. It's just a convenience thing because you can report the map.
I pushed it down by about 50 items this morning.
Yeah. Oh no. It's just. I mean, you can report map and then immediately click hidden if that's what you want. If it's like really, like wow, that's a bad map. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that there's a benefit to do that automatically.
There is. Yeah, I'm just saying you can do it right now. It's just a convenience to automatically do it for the user. It has one advantage for me. It keeps somebody from trying to report the map multiple times.
Okay, so this is another field where I have to press enter.
You need a text field. Yeah.
So, just wondering aloud. So this one actually just search. I wonder if the title of the map is so important in the search field. If you need space on this thing, I think that's the least used thing at all.
The title?
Yes. Who searches on the title? I don't think anybody searches on the title.
If there is a series, I don't know because I don't I don't use the map database as much as other people who are probably listening right now. So,
Somebody asked a question on Discord. Have more information on the rating. The figment. What do you mean by that?
Probably like if you complete the map, it asks you if the map was tagged properly, and you can answer.
Okay, hang on a second. Let's clear the filters out.
oh, I see what he's saying. He's saying that upon completion, just like there is a thumb button right now,
Oh,
if you like it, there's not just did you enjoy the map, but was the map tagged properly?
but what good is that?
Basically, the idea would be that once you have like over 50% of the ratings saying that it's not properly tagged, it could be something that you could look into.
No, not going to happen. It's not going to happen at all. We're not going to go back and retroactively adjust tags. I think the feedback from this is good somehow. Do you see this feedback somewhere, Knucklecracker?
Can anyone hear me? Testing,
Yes.
testing.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the thumb shows up.
Yeah, it's there. There's a count.
It,
Go in right quick and tag this one. Do you thumb it as well?
all right, let's see. Got to start the game.
Oh, listen. Huh.
Okay.
Here's an interesting. Are you watching this? I don't think this doesn't show that it has something, but the thumb up is green here.
Click on one of the other ones, like Time and Cake Fly. Now click Day of Infamy.
It goes green again.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't seem to show up.
Off of it now. Refresh maps from server. Now refresh. All right, it's gone now.
Must be just some weird glitch.
Well, the thumb that it shows you as you're clicking around on maps, it doesn't query the server for whether it's set or not. That's locally cached. So the server remains canonical in terms of keeping track of the counts. When you refresh maps from the server, you get a new view from the server, and that includes the thumb counts. And every time you click the button, it's a toggle communication with the server. It either says thumbs up or remove thumbs up from a map for the given user.
Okay.
Harry says he did not know he was transmitting audio. That's happened to everybody, Harry.
We saw some activity, but you weren't coming through badly. It wasn't disruptive, Harry. So yeah, I think what people are, you see, what I'm thinking is, I think you did this in Particle Fleet, where you very much relaxed the search criteria. Like, for instance, I can do this, KNU, and you go and search for it.
Press enter after KNU. You're used to reaching and hitting the apply button.
Yeah, this is going to get me, I know. But you need space. If you don't need, then it doesn't matter. Then you can just have the specific field here. But if I like your maps, How do I find more maps by this author?
You can click the author name. It will apply the author filter for you.
Okay.
Harry just asked, can you find by number? In theory, you can. You put it in the start number field, and it will show you that map first, and then every map earlier. Then it's a little bit overloaded as a concept, but like number 2, 3, or 3 is going to show you what you got on the screen already.
So it's only going to show the one?
No, put a 2 there. Change that 1 to a 2. It's going to show you 2 and then all the maps before it, but 2 is going to be the first one you see in the list. It's the start number. It's which one to start at. So I'm not coming through very loud.
You're coming through fine.
Louder or softer?
I'd say you're quiet, but we can turn you up.
How about now?
Yeah, now it's good.
Okay.
Okay, I guess it's hard for them to balance the volume between two people at different loudnesses.
No, it really isn't.
So, okay.
I have a little volume slider on the back of my fancy mic, but that doesn't stop it. I get it set just right, but then a 9-year-old comes around and you know how they are. Turn every knob, push every button.
I just remembered that one who's watching the stream can adjust the other people's volume, so I just doubled Casey's volume myself.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, Harry, I think you were a little over loud because of sort of the high volumes cut out a bit. You may want to turn it down a slight bit, I think. Okay, I mean, this is here, and I think it'll work, and I think we haven't had anything major pop up from commentators that says something is wrong or anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's generally functional. The overall design philosophy here is copy particle fleet, but don't show as much of a wall of text. So when you scale this window, and you've got a little room on your desktop to scale it right now, some of it gets wider, some of it gets bigger or smaller. All the way down to.
Very nice.
It gets wider, so that means you can show more columns of maps, but you're only ever going to see 2 rows. So you're not going to end up with, a grid of 36 or whatever maps where the text is separate from the icon. So I tried to show a little bit less information. It's still a paging system, so that when you've got that full area full of maps, and I should go make a bunch of fake maps in the database.
Okay, yes, something I just noticed. I had hidden. It wasn't showing this map until I. Okay, anyway, it's here now. How can I unhide a map?
Click it and unhide.
Okay. Okay, so we have 4 maps. You want more maps in the database to check.
Right, so there will be thousands of maps, right? So you'll see them. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 16 would fit in your current, give or take. 16 to 18 would fit in your current view.
Okay.
And that's the general model. The other model, the change from particle fleet, is that you're not paging. I can't tell you the number of times I got tired of clicking on something and then go to the next page, and then I would actually not click to go back, but I would click to close. That happens to me 50% of the time.
So how would you, hang on a minute, so how do you scroll through the maps here?
Well, when this page is full, see at the top it says page 1 of 1.
Yes.
There's arrows at the top to jump forward and backwards a page or 10 pages at a time, or to the first or last page.
Can you put the scroll wheel on that?
So that probably, yeah.
Please?
You want it to jump forward and back one page at a time when you use the scroll wheel?
Yes.
Probably. Yeah. I'm gonna say yes.
I mean, I think everybody is used to using the scroll wheel, except a notable female I know doesn't use the scroll wheel.
Yeah, I'll do it. The hesitation you hear in my voice is that it's not the cheapest thing in the world to tear down the view with the thumbnails and to create new ones.
Oh, so you don't want people to idly flip in and out?
Well, when you do it, what happens is the thumbnails aren't cached. So you're a new user and there's thousands of maps. Thumbnails aren't cached. They're not downloaded yet, but they will queue for download when you attempt to display them. But they're going to queue, and literally queue up internally so that they can ask for them from the server one at a time.
Oh.
So if you really got one of those mice with those free wheels and you just let the thing go, you could scroll through 50 pages.
I did that the other day with you when I was showing you photos from 2007, remember?
Right, yeah.
That's what you're talking about.
Right, so you could queue up 50 times 16 or 20. You could queue up 1,000 thumbnail downloads before you know it, which is really not that bad on the server. They're very small and they're queued up one at a time. It just may take a while for the game to actually process all those thumbnails. Now, it does it in the background, so if the person leaves, it's only got to download what it downloads before they left. So maybe it's not that big a deal. I don't know. I worry about these things preemptively sometimes. It turns out there's no reason to.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's good that you at least consider these things. But yeah, I think you should have a non sort of moving kind of thing through the maps. Mm-hmm. But I can see that it's going to hit the database a bit.
It's ultimately not too bad. I mean, most people, most of the time, when they come in, they view the maps. They get the thumbnails only have to download once. They don't go clear their caches.
Yeah. Let me on that. Is there some way that you probably want to preemptively queue a few of them? Or is that just too much work to figure it out?
It's kind of hard to figure out where you're going to go next. I mean, when you view the front page, it's the collection of, like you did here, the 4 maps. It automatically queues them anytime you try to display one of the map panels or the
okay.
It automatically queues. Now, what happens next depends on whether you're going to go to the next page, whether you're going to apply a filter, whether you're going to resort. Just sort of depends. Most people who play daily, they come in to check for the newest map, so they're on the front page.
What audio setting is playing here now? Was that the one? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, O'Connor, who did the music for us this time around, he might be getting some other work already.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So the demo's not made me a penny yet, but it's been pretty popular. A lot of people have played it, and might even be getting Connor some extra composition.
Somebody commissioned him already?
My understanding is they're talking to him because he asked permission to do a demo reel for with some of the music.
Okay. Well,
course,
maybe you should get in there and get a few extra minutes of music off him before it becomes expensive.
I have a lot. There's a lot. The demo's only got 3 songs. I think it's almost 2 hours worth of music.
You know, if you play like me, if you play 5,000 hours, and
Right. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
I can do with a couple more hours.
Even procedural music in games gets boring, right? Because
absolutely, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, listen, I'm going to stop this. I'm recording this. It's going to be massive to upload.
Okay, all right.
There's nothing else here, I think, right?
No.
I think it looks good, and I'll be uploading a few maps to test out. Hopefully you upload a few non-trivial ones. You can do all the demo ones.
Yeah. I'm going to upload some more. If you want to test with this, it's fine. I mean, if you want to upload junk maps or a whole bunch or delete one, redact one, report them, it's fine because I'm going to end up nuking it all. I can, of course, make any manual fixes along the way. See for testing.
Okay, right. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.